Hello friends. First, I would like to clear a few things that I have no political interests. I am not criticizing any political party or favoring any political party. I am just a teacher, an educator, and it's my duty to teach any current affairs news that is there. And this reservation thing has been going on for past some time in Jammu and Kashmir UT. That is why I have got this topic for you. I am not against the reservation as it is in the Constitution of India. Today we will be discussing the recent result of Jammu and Kashmir Administrative Services and how the reservation has evolved over the period of time and what is the current situation, what is the current status of the reservation in the UT of Jammu and Kashmir. So if you look at this notification, it is the result, declared the result, the Jammu and Kashmir Public Services declared the result of the civil services examination. And today in our lecture we'll figure out how many seats were there for the general category and the reserved seats and how it has taken place, how the seats have been filled by the Jammu and Kashmir Public Services Commission. This was a notification and the seat distribution among the unreserved category and the other reserved categories as well. If you look at this notification, a total of 75 seats were there. A total of 75 seats with 38 seats for the open merit or the general category or unreserved category. 38 seats were for open merit and the rest 37 seats were for reserved categories. That will include RBA, SC, ST, ALC, EWS, PSP and OSC. These are the categories and there will be a 10% horizontal reservation as well, which will include the people with disability and ex-servicemen. This is the horizontal reservation. Now, this is the chart or the vacancies that were there in the Jammu and Kashmir Administrative Services, Jammu and Kashmir Police Services and Jammu and Kashmir Account Services. When you look at this, you will see out of 75, 38 were for unreserved categories. That means around 50%, a total of 50% seats were there for the unreserved categories and 37 seats approximately for the reserved categories. This is in accordance with the Indra Sahani case judgment where the 50% ceiling was there on the reservations. As per the Indra Sahani judgment, that is the 50% reservation. But what is going on exactly is what we're going to study. This distribution, you have to remember that this is as per the old reservation policy. Currently, the reservation policy has been changed in the Jammu and Kashmir and further 10% reservation has been given to the scheduled tribe. Some more tribes have been added into that. Now, when we break down these seats, there should be 38 students who belong to open merit or the general category. But when you look at the result, 71 seats were decided to be filled because the rest 4 are sub judice. They are under the High Court judgment. Still, the court has not given clearance to them. So right now we will be dealing just with the 71 candidates whose result has been declared. Now, when you look at the result, this is a result in which 38 seats were there for open merit or the general category and 37, as I already mentioned, for the reserved categories. So if you do the horizontal reservation of 10%, that will take around 3 to 4 seats maximum out of this. So that will still leave with around 35 seats for general category or the open merit students who do not have any certificate, any reservation, who are strictly general category students. But when you look at the result, what happened exactly was that out of 38, 6 students were those who were having some category. And although they worked really hard, they did perform well in the exams and they were able to get into the open merit. That is a good thing, that they are the genius students who were able to do it. But what is concerning is that these students have done good, that they were able to do good and get into the open merit. But what is concerning is that if you look at the various categories here, see, this is RBA, it is filled 7 by 8. That is still 1 seat is pending because of the court issues. Again, EWS, SLC, each of these are filled. What is concerning in these cases is that although if you look at this chart, although the category students who went in the open merit, their seats got vacant from the reserved categories, and the reserved categories were filled not by the open merit students but by the reserved students. That means in the general category, out of 38 that were available to the general students, only 29 students have been there who are strictly belonging to the general category. And in the reserved category, the students who got into the open merit because of their hard work, their seats were taken up by other reserved students. That means the proportion of general category students or the unreserved who don't have any reservation of these students has fallen as compared to the 50% that is there. That means the open merit students are not 50% at all. That has gone down because of the fact that these category seats were also filled by the category students, irrespective of the fact that in the general category, the students who qualified belonging to some category, they got into the open merit due to their hard work. But here the problem arose when the students from the category filled their seats. This means that we are not getting 50% general students or the open merit students in the list. That has gone down a bit. Now, reservation is something that is needed because, as it was stated, that we have to provide a level playing field to the people who have been facing discrimination, like the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, or the economically weaker section, RBA, and other students who live near the line of control. All these students do need the categories. That is for sure a fact. But the problem arises is that the general category students proportion is falling in the results. When you look at the new reservation policy, a further 10% increase has been done in the reservation. That means now there will be 60% reservation due to the increase. And this is without the horizontal reservation. After this, the horizontal reservation will be deducted from the open category seats as well. So this is how the reservation has been evolving over the period of time. Now, when you look at the state or the UT of Jammu and Kashmir, as per the census 2011, 70% of the population in Jammu and Kashmir, 70% of the population is not having any category. They are general. 30% of the students or 30% of the people belong to some kind of category. Now, when you look at the seat distribution, there is about 60% of the seats that are there for the 30% population, and 40% of the seats are not there for the 70%, but rest of the 40% seats are there for the entire 100% of the population. Because as you saw in my lecture, how any other person who has the category can also get selected in the remaining 30% or the 40% as well. The 60% you have seen, and 40%, sorry, my bad, 40% that is left right now will be available for 100% of the population, because everyone can get into that thing. This is how the things have been in Jammu and Kashmir UT right now. Again, saying that I am not against reservation. I am not talking about any political party and anything. I'm just a teacher. This was a hot topic that was right now in Kashmir. Most of the Jammu and Kashmir, most of the people were talking about it. That is why I thought I should bring in front of you what exactly has happened in Jammu and Kashmir in the past few days. And this is why the people have come up to talk about it. I hope you have understood, and thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye-bye.